Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Michael A. Jacob, author of Gender Shifter Social Sci-Fi with a bit of romance and a touch of gore. Welcome to my channel, Michael's Musings. I used to call it MAJTV, but I kind of scrapped that. So we are on to section 5, well, chapter 5 of this book, Origins, book 1 of my Curve of Humanity series. And we're going to dive into one of the life lessons that my media coach found when I was going through this. This is kind of like my labor of love series. It basically talks about how do we define humanity? What does it mean to be human? And the premise of book 1 is an alien race crash landing on Earth a year after Roswell is debunked. So, irony. So these are going to be short and sweet little points that are from each chapter. The book has 14 chapters. That's why we're going to keep it short. I don't want either of us getting bogged down with a whole lot of details here. I would rather just kind of like throw what's in my head out, and then we can discuss it in comments or what have you. Hopefully all my links are showing at the bottom. So if you want to see more of my works, hit the links below. So yes, chapter 5. This time we're going to touch on pride, which is interesting because we're in a whole pride timeline right now. Lots of that going on. And as I asked in the last segment when I signed off, is it really a sin if it's for yourself? I mean, you should have self-pride. No one's saying that you shouldn't. But we're kind of talking about pride as an outsider. I mean, because we're all talking about aliens, things of that nature. So, back in like chapter 3, the Children of War chapter, there's a character. His name is Janti, and for him, there's some negative elements in there. Being different and unique can be a double-edged sword. I myself have had that happen back in, my early childhood up into, my 20s, I think. I was basically a chameleon. Whatever you wanted me to be to fit in, that's what I became. And it took me a long time to like stop doing that. But I didn't have any, they say self-esteem, but I also didn't have any pride in myself either. So that's a whole nother story. Anyway, back to Origins. On one hand, it's seen as a negative, but it also can be the one thing, that one spark that sets you apart in a good way. And I see it as that. Growing up, I was considered odd. See, it's a big old rabbit hole. I was eccentric, loquacious, talked a lot. And that was just synonymous with who I was. Still, I still am, actually. So my character, Janti, he's known he's been different from the time he was born. He's a hybrid. He's half, he's got alien DNA, but he's mostly human. But he has talents, is what we call them. Some people call them superpowers. Sometimes some people call them other weird stuff. To me, they're talents. But the thing is, he knows, he has very strong talents. He's very powerful. He knows that. He's kind of narcissistic. He makes no apology about who he is. None. Some take it as narcissism. But in actuality, he's proud of his power, and he's proud that he's, you know, he's mastered it. He's in control of it. You know, for many of us, the struggle is real. So many sites have articles on, you know, how to fit in, how to make friends, and so on. You know, stop. You know, be who you are. That's you know, the lesson that's in this chapter. You know, embrace who you are. Show off your accomplishments. Show off your talents. You know, if someone's got a problem with it, that has nothing to do with you. It's them. There's no one like you, and for good reason. You know, if everyone's the same, we'd all be clones. And last time I checked, we are not in Star Wars. And as much as I love sci-fi, let's not create that messed up utopia. You know, that's how I feel about that. So, you know, like I said, this was short and sweet. That's it. You know, I like, you know, short and sweet debates. So, and I also love, you know, discussions, honest feedback. So feel free to make comments, you know, ask questions, you know, engage. I only ask that you be civil, be polite, do not spam. And that's all I got. So for the next video, we're going to touch on something a little different. The price of advancement in medical science. And that's another touchy subject, you know, because we want our advances in medical technology, but we don't, a lot of us don't want to pay the price for it. So we're going to dive into that to the next one. If you want to check out my work, again, link should be down there. I didn't check, I'm sorry. And you can always go on my website. What is it? www.majacobauthor.com. I just redid it, so that's why I'm having a time remembering. So yes, thank you for watching. And you know, by the way, this is not a monetized channel. I'm just here just spewing out my musings as we speak. But if you do want to, like, drop me, you know, a couple of dimes or quarters for boba tea, chai tea, any kind of tea. Sorry, not a coffee drinker. Not really. Yeah. There's also a link for that as well. So see you on the next video, and may the universe grant all that you desire. Bye.